I spawn in probably the worst place in West Point, the industrial area. Welcome to Project Apocalypse, the largest Project Zomboid server that is open to the public. Let's see if I can saunter by these zombies.
Holy shit.
This horde of zomboids usually wouldn't be a problem, but it is on Project Apocalypse because they have sprinters at random points and intervals that'll come out of the woodworks to munch on you. After turning tail and running, and rightfully so, I mean there are so many sprinters at this point in this horde, and this is becoming a horde. It's about at 30 to 40 at this point. I cannot take them on, especially the sprinters. No, I have to escape. After my successful escape, I decided that I should probably leave West Point. Now I'm gonna quickly find out that I cannot leave West Point, and I'm quickly gonna make my first friend on Project Apocalypse. See, in Project Apocalypse, after the server resets, the loot also resets. So what it means is you're bound to run into other players at any point.
Hello? Hello?
After talking with this other survivor, we'll call him Mask, we decided that we'd join forces to leave West Point, and that we were going to go westward, straight on the main road. We then decided it would be a good time to start going. As we started to head further westward, we proceeded to hear gunshots. Now, on Project Apocalypse, gunshots are defined as killer. Now, that can either be a good thing for you, you're doing the killing, or the sprinters are going to munch down on your face. Never be a hero. When I looked at this horde at the gas station, I knew I had to book it. See, I'm not useless, but I don't have the perfect skill in the weapon I'm using. I also don't have time to look back, so I'm just hoping Mask is following me and is not getting his face chewed off. Luckily, we both got away. See, the zomboids were being lured with a JB500. Also, it may look like Mask is facing two sprinters right now, but in his eyes, or in his brain, or in his client, he's not. So that's going to be a thing you see a lot. Sometimes it'll look like someone's getting eaten by zomboids, but don't worry, they're not. And if they do, you'll hear it. The person luring the zombies was slowly walking down the street that our building, that we're standing behind, is on. So we needed to escape. I smoked up a cigarette and quickly racked my brain for any thoughts or plans I could quickly come up with. And then I got it. Me and Mask would just wait for the horde to follow that guy, and while they're drawn in with the shotgun, well, we'll just walk up on the street. I then realized I didn't actually tell Mask the plan, so we then just walked out onto the street that the guy was luring the zomboids down on. This was not looking good. Part of me told me that this probably wasn't a good idea, but a part of me was also curious because this guy was still alive, and he must have been hitting like all of his shots on the zomboids. Mask calls out for the guy to stop, but the horde of zomboids in my eyes, well, there just isn't a horde, it's just a couple of them now. He's really thinned them out. What was there to be worried about? I finally got to the main central hub of West Point, the West Point Community Center, or what I like to call it, the West Point checkpoint. This is the place I've been to before, like a day ago, when I was just coming through West Point.
I always be on the road like a nomad. I never been in base.
That night, me and Mass solidified our nomad plans. Later in the morning, however, we had to help West Point community clear out the zombies. See, the problem with West Point community, or the big issue is, the gates draw a lot of zombies, especially at night or during the day. They kind of group up throughout the day and you gotta clear them, periodically. At first I wanted to be a nomad, but you know what? Fighting with a group felt very nice. Okay, it looks like it's really just on that gate, like all of them on the gate. We just gotta kill them fast because they're drawing in more. This was one of the smaller hordes I've faced at the West Point community. There would be way larger. Yep, just keep drawing them up the road. We gotta break, we gotta break. Don't get too surrounded. A group this size is pretty manageable with 2 people. Yep, there's a lot on me. I'm gonna have to run them back a little bit. That's kind of bad. Sprinter, sprinter. Just go, just go, just go. Then, in my first day on Project Apocalypse, the helicopter event decided it would start. The best option was to gain some distance. I decided to cut out this bit of audio because, well, I was just wrong. It was actually desync, which caused the front gates to open, which also didn't help because now even the base game helicopter event can sometimes be overwhelming. So imagine a helicopter event with sprinters and normal zombies, and also having to account for desync. A little group of them coming in, about 5. We cleared the rest of the zombies inside the community.
There's like 30. Don't
30? Okay, then I'm gonna do something. Hero Syndrome finally took over, and I decided that I would pull the large horde off the front gate. I didn't even know how many there were, or that it would be the closest I have been to waking up again, this early into my adventure on Project Apocalypse.
I'll have to check if I got any foil on.
After the horde attack, my character started facing an addiction. An addiction to opening Pokemon cards. They say the apocalypse will make you crazy. Well, it had, and now I've been addicted. Addicted to finding Pokemon cards on Zomboid corpses. I was like a vulture, but instead of scavenging their bodies for their flesh, I was scavenging their corpses for any loot, scrap metal, or Pokemon cards I could find. It was addictive, but it was rewarding. I felt a sense of dopamine enter my bloodstream. It felt nice. Oh my god, I can make my dude play Mario.
Wait, hold up.
Some person is saying help. I think they're down.
Oh god!
Oh, holy shit! Holy shit! We were just lounging out, and then out of nowhere, a horde appeared. They were led to the third gate by another West Point community member, and then he accidentally let them in. It's okay though, we will easily clear them out. I mean, we have what, 5 people? No other Zomboid hordes appeared for the rest of the day, and after clearing up these, nothing else eventful happened. So that was it for day 1 of Project Apocalypse. I awoke on day 2, and quickly went to the front gate where I saw a bigger horde than anything I've experienced so far in Project Apocalypse. Now this is still relatively small to what the big hordes we're going to be dealing with are, but don't worry, this is easy. We were told that another community member would help deal with this horde and he'd be able to clear them out lickety-split, so we trusted him. Like, there's an obscene amount, at least 50 or 60 of them. However, that guy quickly cleared out the horde. I mean, he was like a laser attached to that gun. We cut the night. We sustained our first serious injury. The Zomboid managed to scratch us on our neck. We're lucky we didn't get bitten. At least, not yet we didn't. I managed to put down that sneaky Zomboid. This looting run had quickly gone south. I was out with 3 people. 1 person was missing. Wayne and Mask were both still with me. I cleared out the rest of the zombies on my tail and met back up with Wayne and Mask. Another close call, a sprinter from out of nowhere. In reality, it came from behind. I didn't see it, neither did the other 2, because it is pitch black outside. I said earlier that that scratch wouldn't be taking me out. Well, I kind of lied. That was my first real death. As the night continued, I realized I was getting more and more damage, and yeah, the scratch was killing me. So, Wayne, being the Samaritan he is, let me into his safe house so I could wake up again.
So you were the guy 4 hours ago?
Yeah, I literally just died like 10 minutes ago, so I had to...
By the way, Mask started using his mic.
Oh, so when you went on the road?
Yeah, I went to the underworld and then I got reborn.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you find
best is,
ammo?
Killing zombies.
Is that actually it?
Yeah.
Roger that.
So there
Well,
are no
whenever we
cars.
can find
There are
it,
like
so-
no cars in West Point. Mask and I spent most of the day clearing out small/medium hordes of zomboids above and around West Point. Keep in mind what I said about the car. That night was spent discussing the plans and what the course of action would be for West Point. Now, I wasn't an official member of the community yet. I was like a stay-at-home guest. We danced and talked the night away.
Confusing. They're not puzzles.
You ready to go?
Okay, so. Yeah.
I can't really think.
Where do you
of a
want to
thing
go
that
today?
So where do you wait?
puzzle for
Down or back?
Fallout.
Let's head to this gate. This one.
No, because
To the
Clo-
city.
City
I mean,
clothing
Clothing.
store.
you
Bunny
can glitch
ears.
the hacking video
Yes.
game.
Yes.
I
You can come.
wouldn't Really.
Me and Mass decided to go on a city loot run and decided to bring someone else along who said they wanted to come. It was another survivor known as Scarlet. The 3 of us headed out for West Point. The original plan was to go loot the clothing store and the pharmacy, but then something else caught our mind, and we decided to stray off path. You see, vehicles were scarce in Project Apocalypse because the Zomboid apocalypse has been happening for quite some time now. So, we thought, hey, nobody's probably been back here in a long time.
This is a dangerous journey. They're just in the forest, standing around. Okay, 2. 1 right here, and then there's 1 up at the... Okay, our biggest thing in here would be if a sprinter was in the woods.
Yeah.
But it's a low percentage, and we can still...
Oh, a car.
Car?
The battery is at 1%.
Oh, there's a truck. Did he... He got the car down.
So far, we found 2 vehicles that were in good condition and haven't been touched since the start of the Zomboid apocalypse. This was looking good so far.
Sprinter.
Fucking sprinter. There's a base here. I can see a wall.
Oh yeah, a mini zombie.
Maybe it's an old base they abandoned?
There's a car.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 83%. Also, we found a pretty good car.
Oh, sweet. Do you want me to help you guys fix that up?
Yeah, we got a battery. Thanks to Hank.
Now we have to clear a path for it.
And it's
get
like
it.
86% percentage good.
At the end of that, there's a house and there's a van. It's good condition.
Let Quinn help you guys. I was about to say he's been dying to get out there.
The 4 of us decided to head out and go get the van. Now, in hindsight, we should have not done this. 1, the car that's being driven right now is very loud. 2, it's getting dark out. 3, the mix of the both, we're going to get night sprinters, we're not going to be able to see them. We're going to have to wake up again. We finally got to the dirt fish hook. See, 2 people were going to have to clear with wood axes while 1 person drives the car and another person protects from zombies. This was a recipe for disaster.
Hey, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
The car was loud, and we were reaping the consequences already. A horde was among us, and with that horde
I'm
brought
dead, guys.
a night
I'll
sprinter.
see you guys soon.
I couldn't time my push properly.
I love
I got
you.
bitten, and I died.